back to my channel, Messes with Michelle. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Michelle, and I'm really excited for today's video because I'm sharing with you a makeover of my upstairs bedroom, and I'm transforming it into my new home office. If you watch any of my previous videos before and you've been to my channel, then you know that my dining room is usually where my office is located. But I have some really exciting transformations happening in 2021 in my dining room space, so I had to move out my office and bring it upstairs. So if you want to stick around and see the full transformation, definitely keep watching. And if you're new here and you haven't already done so, I would love for you to consider hitting that subscribe button because I'd like to take you on my messy journey. So let's jump in and let's start clearing out this bedroom space. So here's a quick shot of the bedroom before I took the bed out, and here's a few shots afterwards. We gave the bed to a friend, so the space was just left with nothing in it except just the comforters and blankets and pillows and just a few other things. So before I can get into the makeover, I definitely have to clear out this space, and it wouldn't be a Messes with Michelle video if I didn't try to squeeze in a little bit of cleaning. So I'm just gonna go in, put everything away, and also just do a bit of vacuuming around the areas that were covered by the bed, because those little nooks and crannies and edges definitely collected a lot of dust. So I want to make sure it's cleaned thoroughly before I start moving things into the space. This office makeover was definitely not planned, but after having my desk upstairs for a few days, I just felt like it wasn't very inviting. It didn't seem very warm and cozy. It was just a desk and a chair, nothing really special. So very last minute, I decided to just add a few elements into this space just to make it more feel like an office. And I also had really great space, and I had the last minute decision to add a little sitting area and reading area because I did have a green chair that was originally my desk chair, but I had to move it out of the way just because for comfort reasons it wasn't working. But I felt like I could make this space work and have a little reading area, and it worked out perfectly. So you're gonna see that everything ties together at the very end of this video. Now, I'm not going to be doing a full transformation as in painting because, as I said, it was very last minute, but I think for now the wall color does work because it is very neutral, and I am using a lot of white in this space, so everything kind of came together and worked out perfectly. Everything's cleared out, and this far wall is going to be where my sitting reading area is, and I'm going to have my desk underneath the window. So you're going to see in just a minute, my current office has moved. It's still in my dining room, but it is around Christmas time, so I had to move my desk out of the way. And I really enjoyed having my desk in this space, but after a while, I just felt like I was out in the open. I didn't have any privacy. I didn't have any doors to really close, so this way, if I'm taking calls, I could have some peace and quiet. And I was really at the front of the house, so if anyone walked through the house, I was sitting right there. And if you are concentrating, sometimes you can get distracted when you do have people coming in and out of the house. So just having this office space was a real great addition because I just like having that door and just having my own personal space to work that's nice and quiet. So you'll see here I am setting up my desk space, and I was planning on just placing it here under the window as mentioned, but as the video goes on, you'll see that definitely changed because I wanted to make sure I added a few other things into this space. So I decided to take the plunge and do a mini makeover. I definitely had to take these pictures down because they did not work in this space. Previously, when I had my spare bedroom, it was more like a cabin cottagey feel, so these pictures worked. But now that I'm moving away from that feel, I'm going for a more modern look. I want to replace these pictures with a few shelves. So I bought these shelves from Yisk, and they're a great addition for extra storage. And I did already previously have a color scheme of green and white from my old office when it was down in my dining room, so I just wanted to play off those same colors. So I'm just using a lot of greens and a lot of white in my decor in my office space upstairs. I previously bought this storage box when I did my first office makeover, and it works great in this space, and it just filled in this gap on my top shelf. So this is the other side of the window where the other picture was, and I found this clock which was meant to be from Yisk. It was the perfect size as well as the perfect color to go with the rest of the decor in my space. So I just showed you a stand-up mirror with a black frame, and I've had this for years. It was originally in my TV room that I made over a few months ago, and I really didn't have a space anywhere else in the house. So I thought just to make sure I can incorporate it into the room, then I just have to use some Rust-Oleum spray paint and just spray painted the frame white. So this way it tied everything together. So I just showed you my new side table that I'm putting together. It's from Canvas, which is from Canadian Tire's brand, and it's just a small octagon table. So this little seating area came together because I had the green chair from my office desk that I wasn't really using, and just by putting it in the corner by itself, the chair, it just didn't really work and kind of just stood out. There's a chair in the corner. So just to cozy it up and just make it into a nice pulled together area, I added a few elements such as the little rug, as well as the mirror and the side table and the lamp, just to have a nice little nook where I can sit and read. And since this is still in my office area, I wanted to play on the colors of my office desk, which is the green and white. So I have the green chair, and then on the rug there's a few hints of green as well as white, and I also have the wood element on my side table because the legs of my desk are wood and the top of this desk is a little bit lighter wood, but it kind of incorporates everything together. So this way it doesn't feel so disconnected from my office space, that it feels like everything was supposed to be in this space originally, just because all the elements got pulled in together. The green chair by itself, I felt like the color was way too loud for this space and like really in your face. So I had this faux throw around the house, and I thought I'd just throw it onto the chair just to break up some of the green and soften up the color just a bit. And I think it did the trick because I felt like the chair was missing something, but adding that throw definitely really helped. And I found this really cute stool from Yisk, and it's also a faux fur, and Duke is definitely enjoying it and checking it out. But I felt like just adding this little stool kind of tied in together the faux fur on the chair down to the floor to the footstool. So I'm just going to go in, do one final touch up on my desk, and then I'm going to share with you the grand reveal how everything turned out. Here are a few reminders of what my room looked like previously before I did my transformation. And here is the after. I am so thrilled how everything turned out. I just was not planning on doing a makeover in this space, and I'm so glad that I did. I absolutely love this little reading area, and it just ties in so well and just makes the space so much more cozier. So not only do I have a new office space, but I have this little reading nook that was very unexpected, but it was definitely welcomed and a really good change for this space. And I was able to play on a lot of the colors that I previously used, so just by adding a few different elements and just new home accents really tied everything together. And just by adding a few white accents and pops of green, it really makes this space feel more fresh and more vibrant, and it doesn't feel so drab as it previously did when I had this as a spare bedroom. So it's that time where I'm going to end off this video. I really hope you enjoyed this transformation and made it this far. If you did, make sure you hit that like button on your way out, and I'll see you in my next video.